Welcome back to the worst channel on YouTube, and in today's video we're going to be going over a movie. I think it's a little fitting for the times, you know. I guess you could say it's kind of in the festive theme of Thanksgiving. It's called Thankskilling. The movie's about a group of 30-something-year-olds pretending to be college freshmen, from what I can tell, and returning home for Thanksgiving break. But of course, their plans are ruined by none other than your usual killer turkey. Nothing out of the standard, and they must do a bunch of crazy stuff to not make any sense and create this amazing movie. The movie opens up with some exposition on the screen, as all great movies do. The exposition shows that it's 1621, which will come back to be important later in the story, but just remember 1621. And after the first Thanksgiving dinner, something happens. So let's see what happens after. Wait, am I in the right movie? I had a bunch of tabs open. I might be in the wrong video that I had open. Nope. Yep, that's Thankskilling. We're introduced into 5, I guess, main characters, you could say. But they're all quite literally one-dimensional. There's only one thing about them. One's the nerd.
Быстро увеличился в объеме. Через несколько секунд после взрыва.
One is a redneck, one is a jock, one is like a saint, I guess, is a very innocent person, but not really. And then the last one, she's
Allie, you're kind of a hoe.
I want to zone in on specifically the two characters, the guys. The girls, they look closer to 20, but the 3 guys, they all look like they're in their mid to late 30s. Especially the jock. He looks like a guy who's 35. The nerd, I guess that's what they're going for, so over exaggeration is fine. And the redneck, you could just be like, well, he doesn't take care of himself. But this jock is a fit guy, and he's supposed to be at the very least a sophomore in college, or because he's not starting, right? So like, but even if he's a senior, right? Let's say he's 22 or 23. That still doesn't excuse the fact that he looks like he's 35 at the very least. And if he's younger than that, my bad, but he looks like he's 35.
Hey, I'm gonna go wild. I'm gonna go buck wild on this trip.
I'm gonna stay up past 10. I'm not gonna use a calculator for my test that's coming up. I'm not gonna use a pocket protector. I'm actually gonna get a lineup. And I'm gonna tell my mommy that I love her.
I'm not gonna lie, you're pretty skanky.
I am not a hoe. There's only one man in my life.
The Lord Jesus Christ himself.
Please, Allie, your legs are harder to shut than the John Benet Ramsey case.
Oh, snap.
So this is the first time this joke appears. Your legs are harder to shut than the John Benet case. I looked it up. It's a pretty bad thing to reference. It's a murder of a little girl. But, whatever. Got him, I guess. But that aside, it's weird because they say that exact same joke. That same character, she says that exact same joke again. Not 30 minutes later. Of course, it's only like an hour-long movie, so it's more than halfway through the movie.
Haven't you noticed? She tries that with everyone. It's like her legs are harder to shut than the John Benet Ramsey case.
Oh, shit! Dang! Damn, that was good!
But, she says it again, and the reaction's even bigger, like they haven't heard it before. So I'm wondering if it was an editing mistake, a writing mistake, or if they just didn't care. They're like, we need another joke. And they couldn't think of anything else, so they just put it in there. But I think I'm going to start doing that.
Hey, boy.
The dog peeing on the totem pole, I guess, brought back the turkey to life. The usual, I guess, which would be fine if I knew about the properties of pee when it came to dogs. Not very confident in that. You know, I don't really drink it that often, so I'm not 100% sure on how it works. But yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It just comes back to life. Just peed on it. Turkey didn't die or anything, so you know it's just chilling under those leaves for like a year. I don't know. I can't do math that fast. Since like that lady got stabbed, she was half naked. Whatever.
God damn, Cheryl! That coffee tastes like shit! What'd you do? Take a dump in it?
As a matter of fact, I sure did.
That's it. Video's over. I don't even know what to say. I can't beat that. I quite literally can't beat that. That is comedic genius at its finest. The video's over.
Sheriff Rouse, yeah?
Hey, Daddy, how are you?
Hi, baby. Are you on your way yet?
Yep, we've been on the road for about...
I will now speak the language of the sheriff. Hey, hey. Yes, how like this? Yes. How like this? Today your wife left you a boo-boo in your pants and your coffee. And I hope you understood me. Let's proceed. The car ends up breaking down. The Jeep. At least I think that's a Jeep. It looks like a Jeep. And what ends up happening is that they decide to camp for the night there. But they just so happen to have stopped in the exact town where the killer turkey originates from. And of course, you know, the nerdy character knows everything. And just like that, he knows the story of the killer turkey. And he proceeds to tell this amazingly, definitely not at all racist, and beautiful story.
Thankskilling.
Let me guess, it's been 505 years later, right?
No. It will be in 45 minutes.
Alright, now, so I'm no mathematician, but at the start of the movie it said the year is 1621, but, you know, right before we saw that breathtaking shot. And I was doing some calculations, you know, just some... And I kind of came to the realization that 505 years, you know, as my boy the nerd said, is 2121. Not including the 5 years, you know, that's just 500 years from then. So either this movie got the timing wrong, which, you know, of course couldn't happen, or this is the year 2126 or whatever it is. You know, they're in the future where everybody gets one personality trait, so you don't have to worry about forgetting who people are. You see that guy? That guy's definitely the neckbeard that I met last week. That's definitely the guy that works out. That's definitely the person that's a human being over there. You won't forget. So, this is why, alright, things happen in this movie. That's why they say the same joke again, because they only have one joke each person, or one personality trait. It all makes perfect sense. And this is amazing commentary on the state of the current.
Your dog had an accident.
What the hell? What kind of accident?
I've watched this multiple times and I'm still laughing at it every time I see this. That is a genuinely funny line, right? Now, it's not even funny because of the writing. I'm more laughing at the fact that this dude just walked in on a turkey talking to him, and he's like, yeah, of course. What accident, man? What do you mean he had an accident? Like, what? Doesn't even look at the fact that, you know, a turkey is next to the dog talking. He's just like, what accident, man? How's that possible? What's going on? Somebody just throws a rabbit into the fire. And while usually, you know, they might be like, oh, that's a scary thing, they're like, oh, that's not normal. But anywho, how was your vacation so far? Like, they don't make a big deal about it. They say it's normal, and for some reason they take really long shots of just the bunny melting in the fire. They're not very detailed, but I still don't want to see or think about a bunny melting. You know, not my cup of tea.
That's gas or grass.
Well, I'm out of gas. Guess I'll take ass.
Mm-hmm. Now that's what I call a tight ass.
So, I don't even know where to start with that specific scene. I'm still bothered by the fact that nobody seems to care that a turkey's talking. Am I the only one? Why am I the only one? Everybody else is like, yeah, regular old day, another day here, wherever the hell we are. Turkey's talking to me. Nothing serious. Okay. I guess that's normal. And then, you know, he just says, you know, the usual, ass, gas, or grass, to a turkey. Let alone, not even the fact that that's not cool to say to anybody, the fact that that's a turkey, and he picks ass. He's like, oh, thank God you didn't have any money. And he's like, that's a nice butt. That's a nice butt. Like, bro, what? Okay.
You know me and Papa don't talk anymore. Ever since I got put a second string quarterback, he hasn't even wanted to talk to me.
Johnny, that was 2 whole weeks ago. I'm sure he's over it.
So, his dad is mad at him because he's the backup quarterback. Not that he didn't make the team, which wouldn't even be warranted for this much hate, but it's the fact that he's the backup. So, he lies to his dad, and he's like, actually, I am the starting quarterback, or I think he lies. I haven't mentioned the fact that if he really is the starting quarterback, I haven't mentioned it yet. He lies to him, and you're like, okay, whatever. He just wants to make amends with his dad. Not a big deal. Of course, this movie can't have anything nice. The killer turkey's like, what's up, shorty? Decapitates the father, because, you know, turkeys are incredibly strong, and just kills him. And then we find out that he also killed the mom. Which just makes me think, how? How is he that fast? I guess I could see why you're the second string quarterback.
No more pumpkin pie. No more cranberry sauce. Just turkey. Fucking turkey.
Ah, yes, the classic crying after your parents died about food, because as we all know, food is the most important meal of the day. Brought to you by spaghetti. But no, yeah, of course. Only chicken, only the turkey. You know, he's like, oh my God, not the food. No, can't eat pumpkin pie or cranberry sauce. I can only eat turkey. I mean, oh, my parents died, but that turkey is not that good, and that pumpkin pie kind of slaps. So I lost a lot today. I lost my pumpkin pie, and I guess my parents too. Whatever.
Well, hello there, little buddy. What can I do you for?
Yeah, looking for, Kelsey?
You mean Kristen? Are you a friend of hers?
Yeah.
Well, I never know that she had a midget for a buddy.
So, Christine, I already forgot it. They just said it. Her dad is like, oh, you're a midget. You turkey-looking person? I guess you're a human being. And all it took was some puffy eyebrow glasses with a big nose. And then he lets him in, and they're just talking. And then, of course, the turkey, being the killer turkey, you know, Thankskilling, kills the dad. And you might be like, well, the dad did get kind of dumb, and I'll give you that. So maybe you could forgive that, and it's just supposed to be dumb. But I can't forgive what happens next when they arrive to the house.
Oh, hello, sweetie. How are you?
Daddy! You look different.
Oh.
Oh, you got a haircut.
Yeah.
At this is the point where I knew I had to talk about this movie. Barring the fact that, you know, terrible skin mask, you gotta do better on your sewing. You gotta, you know, it's about not cutting through the edges. You know, you gotta cut through the edges, not through the middle of the face. That's the key if you want to make a good face mask of another human being. Trust me, I would know. But, barring that, the girl's like, oh, Dad, you shrunk. Alright, cool. You just got shorter. It happens to the best of us. I know sometimes I go from being 5 foot to 3 feet and then to 16 feet. It's a fluctuation thing, you know, it's normal. It happens. Whatever. And your voice is different. Oh, it's because you got a better fade. That's why. I was just going a little crazy. I was wondering what was different. Then they proceed to take what appears to be a necklace off of the killer turkey, so now they can kill him. However, this is when tragedy truly strikes. While the redneck dude is on a walk in search of food, he finds it. But what he didn't know is what came with that food was a great price that he would have to pay. Not Billy, man. Not Billy. Not Billy. Billy, right? Billy? Yeah, okay. Not Billy, man. He didn't deserve that. All he did was eat a cartoon chicken that apparently was magical. Who would have thought? Oh my god. Terrible day for fat people. It's a sad day for us. We lost one of our own. So they remove his ability to be immortal by repeating the chant 3 times backwards in unison, and that removes his immortality. And then the crazy guy from the beginning of the movie, who's been sporadically shown throughout the movie, different clips of him walking by, like 1 or 2, he shows up and just 360 no scopes the turkey, taking the fat dub, like always. And through that, the movie ends. Or at least I wish it did, but I realized there was 12 minutes, which in a regular movie you might be like, well, that's not a lot of time, but this movie's an hour long, so that's a fifth of the runtime. So, as you would expect, crazy stuff ensues. However, during their moment of triumph, they could have waited them going back to one of their homes, and then they're like, oh yeah, we did it, only to realize that, guess what? It was radioactive material all along that trash can had. And then the turkey is going to go crazy. He's going to go crazy. He's going to go on them. What? Why do they have to do my boy like that, man? They cut his whole tongue out. Now he can't spit game. And now he's heartless. I'll leave. So my dude gets stabbed in the chest. Bleeds so much that he bleeds out of his mouth. Right, but he's just chilling after that. He's like, there's just a little overreaction by me. It wasn't really that bad. Just a little bit of blood, It's not that terrible. Whatever. Okay, fine, fair enough. Not that terrible, apparently. Yet, he's saying, I'm gonna die. Does he die? Does he not? I don't really care. And then she decides to use the worst one-liner she could have had.
Roast in hell, asshole.
Oh, fuck.
You said roast in hell, turkey. Come on, you could have done so much better. Come on. She could have said something like white meat or dark meat, and then shh. Or she could have said something like, I don't really like turkey. I'm more of a chicken gal. These are really bad, I know, okay? But that's the point. They're supposed to be really bad. That one was just average. You gotta go all the way. You can't just go half measure. You gotta be as bad as you can be. Is the movie terrible? Yeah. Is it enjoyable? At certain points, yeah, it is. There's some definitely fun aspects to it, though. But it's not well made. But that doesn't mean you can't enjoy it with friends. I think if you watch this with a few friends, you'll definitely have a good time. Would I recommend you watching it? Only if you're with friends. or with like people you can have a fun time just talking, more like a background noise just to make conversation about. I can finally go to sleep now and take these ears off. They've been making me go insane for the last 26 hours. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, because I sure as hell didn't enjoy watching this movie. But yeah, make sure to like it if you like this content. Might do the second one. There's another Thankskilling. Let me know if you would like to see that in the comments down below. If it's the first time watching my channel, or if for some reason you found my small channel but decided not to subscribe, I would recommend doing that. I would really appreciate that. It makes it a lot easier to find my content. And really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. Or if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, hope you have a good Thursday. So my next video, I'm going to go bowling.